Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Conceptual Genetics and Breeding. In this video, we will discuss a very basic topic, that is genetic material. We will discuss what is genetic material and what are different type of genetic material which is found in different organisms. So let's start today's video. First of all, what is genetic material? We all know that genetic material which is found in different organism, it is either DNA or RNA. DNA is deoxyribonucleic acid, we all know, and RNA is ribonucleic acid. So genetic material is basically that component, or we can say that part of the cell which have the genetic information. Genetic information means the genes which control different traits or different characters in different organisms. Okay, in plants, in animals, all the living organisms like bacteria, virus, they all have these genes, and these genes are present on the genetic material. And what is genetic material? It is of two type. One is DNA, that is deoxyribonucleic acid, and one is RNA, that is ribonucleic acid. So we will discuss what are the different component of this genetic material in this video. So DNA, it is the hereditary material found in the nucleus of eukaryotic cells, means animal cells and plant cells, and in the cytoplasm of prokaryotic cells like bacteria. So basically where the genetic material is present inside the nucleus. Okay, we all know that if it is a cell, it is a eukaryotic cell, it is having a well defined nucleus. Okay, and in nucleus chromosomes are present. We all know that in our previous videos we have already discussed that these chromosomes, they are made up of DNA plus proteins. Okay, proteins are histone proteins basically. So it is having two main component, DNA and protein. So this DNA, it is present, this hereditary material or genetic material we can say, it is present in the chromosomes, and chromosomes, they are present inside nucleus in eukaryotic cells, because eukaryotic cells, they have well defined nucleus. So these chromosomes, they are present inside nucleus. And in case of bacteria or prokaryotes, if you will see the structure of a bacteria, there is no well defined nucleus. Okay, nucleus is not present in the bacterial cell, or we can say the prokaryotic cells. So here the DNA or its chromosome, it is present in the cytoplasm only. Okay, in cytoplasm there is a specific region where this chromosome or this DNA is present, that is known as nucleoid or genophore. So here well defined nucleus is not there, so this genetic material or this DNA, it is present inside cytoplasm. So basically this genetic material, what is the work of this genetic material? It determines the composition of all organisms. So basically what type of organism will be developed, and what will be the different characteristics of that organism, that plant or that animal or that bacteria, it will be decided only by its genetic material, or we can say it's a hereditary material. Hereditary material means which will go from one generation to another generation. We all know that chromosomes, they go from one generation to another generation. Okay, so these chromosomes, they are having its DNA. So ultimately DNA, it is having the genetic information, the genes which are responsible for development of different characters in case of different organisms. So basically this DNA, it is the hereditary material. So it is the basic information about the genetic material. So what is genetic material? DNA and RNA, means deoxyribonucleic acid and ribonucleic acid. Then nature of genetic material means what are the characters, or what is the nature of genetic material. So basically if we talk about its chemical nature, So DNA and RNA, they both are acidic in nature. So because a phosphate group is present, we can say PO4 3 negative. This is present in the basic structure of DNA and RNA. So that's why this DNA or RNA, it is chemically acidic in nature. So if its nature is acidic, and DNA transferred from one generation to another generation in most of the organisms, because most of the organisms, whether it is a plant cell or animal cell, DNA will be the genetic material. Okay, so that's why it will be transferred from one generation to another generation. Next, genetic material is that substance which not only control the inheritance of traits from one generation to the next, but is also able to express its effect through the formation and function of trait. Means it is solely responsible for the formation of different traits or characters and their functioning. Suppose for example, a plant is there and its flower, they are having red color petals. Okay, color is red. So for the development of this red color, there should be a gene present, capital R, capital R. Okay, so basically this gene, it is solely responsible for the formation of this red color in the petals. So likewise, for each and every character in plant or animal or other organism, a gene must be present. A gene, or a single gene sometime, and sometime more gene. Okay, many gene for a single character. We all know that if a character is governed by a single gene, okay, then it is known as monogenic character. And if a character is developed by several genes, okay, means many genes are involved, then this character is known as polygenic character. So it depends on the character that how much genes are involved for that character. But ultimately, genetic material or the DNA, it is responsible for the inheritance of characters or traits from one generation to another generation. Okay. Components of genetic material which control the characters or traits are called genes. So we have already said that the DNA, it is made up of several genes. All the genes, they are present on the DNA in linear form. Suppose in this image, you see the cell, and in cell we all know that nucleus is present, and inside nucleus we know that chromosomes are present. So these chromosomes, they are made up of DNA and protein. DNA is in linear form, and this linear DNA, it get coiled. Several type of coilings are there. We have already discussed this coiling in our previous video on nucleosome solenoid model. So nucleosome solenoid model, it tells us how this long DNA molecule, the linear DNA molecule, it get coiled and fit into the X-shaped chromosome structure. So basically this chromosomes, it is made up of DNA and histone proteins. Okay, so basically this DNA, it is made up of several genes. Okay, all the genes, they are present on the DNA in linear form. Means this is gene 1, then gene 2, then after that gene 3, and so on. So the component which control the characters, which made the characters, are known as genes. So for each character, gene must be present. Suppose gene 1, it is responsible for, it is RR gene, and it is responsible for red color development. Suppose it is gene 2, and this is responsible for pollen grain development. Okay, and so on. So all the genes, all the characters in a plant or in an organism, in animal, in any organism, okay, it is developed by gene. Okay, so a gene must be present for that character. Or we can say the genetic material, it is DNA, and its several components or several parts are the different genes. and genes, they are located over chromosomes, because chromosome, they are made up of DNA. Okay, so the genes, they are present on DNA. That's why the genes ultimately, they are present on the chromosomes. Then the structural component of genetic material. Genetic material, we all know that DNA and RNA, it is the genetic material. So what are different structural component, what are different parts of the genetic material? So if we talk about nucleic acid, DNA or RNA, they are the macromolecules which are composed of repeating subunit called nucleotides. So we can say the monomeric unit of genetic material or the nucleic acid, it is the nucleotide. Monomeric unit is basically the several units which join together to form a long molecule or macromolecule like DNA molecule. So likewise, proteins, we all know that proteins are made up of amino acids. Several amino acids, they join together to form a protein molecule, a long protein molecule. Likewise, several nucleotides, they join together to form a long DNA molecule. So basically, the monomeric unit of nucleic acids or the genetic material, it is nucleotide. So what is nucleotide? They are the building blocks of nucleic acid. Okay, and each nucleotide, it is composed of 3 units or 3 parts. So basically 3 parts are there in a nucleotide. One is phosphate group, it should be present. One is a pentose sugar, a 5 carbon sugar, that is known as pentose sugar. And third part is, or third unit is, a nitrogenous base. Nitrogenous base is a cyclic nitrogen containing compound which is known as a nitrogenous base. So if you see the image of a nucleotide, it is having 3 parts: phosphate group, PO4 3 negative, nitrogenous base, okay, this is the nitrogenous base, and this is a basic sugar molecule, the pentose sugar molecule. If you will see the chemical structure, you will see that it is a phosphate group which is joined together on a carbon number 5, and on carbon number 1 of pentose sugar, this nitrogenous base has been joined. So this is a nitrogenous base. You will see the light peach color, and this blue color, it is a pentose sugar, and this is a phosphate group. So these are the 3 components of a nucleotide, and several nucleotides, they join together to form a long DNA molecule. Okay, so we will discuss single component. First one, pentose sugar. Pentose sugar means the cyclic sugar molecule which is having 5 carbon. If you will see the image, you will see that in DNA, deoxyribose sugar is present. Okay, this is the sugar molecule which is present in DNA. It is known as deoxyribose, and in case of RNA, it is ribose sugar is present. That's why DNA, it is named deoxyribonucleic acid. Why? While this RNA, it is named ribonucleic acid, because of the presence of sugar molecule. The sugar molecule is same, that is pentose sugar. Okay, but in case of DNA, it is 2-deoxyribose, means from the position of carbon number 2, if you will see the image in detail, you will see that both sugar are pentose sugar, means it is having carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, likewise here carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And in center oxygen molecule is present. But from carbon number 2, here this OH group is present, and here in case of deoxyribose, from carbon number 2, oxygen group, oxygen has been removed, means oxygen molecule have been removed. So that's why it named deoxyribose, or we can say 2-deoxyribose sugar. So in case of DNA, deoxyribose sugar is present, or we can say 2-deoxyribose sugar. In case of RNA, ribose sugar is present. So this is the sugar molecule, which is a pentose sugar molecule, which is present in genetic material. Second component is nitrogenous base or nitrogen base. Okay, so basically 4 different bases are present in the DNA, which is adenine, guanine, thymine and cytosine. In RNA, it is also having 4 nitrogenous bases, but in place of this cytosine, this uracil is present. Okay, sorry, in place of thymine, uracil is present. So basically in case of RNA, the 4 different nitrogenous base will be adenine, guanine, cytosine and uracil. Okay, so adenine and guanine, they are the purines molecule. Basically these nitrogenous bases, they can be categorized into 2. One is purine, okay, one is pyrimidine. So basically the 2 molecule adenine and guanine, they are purines. Purines means they are double ring bases. In their structure there are 2 rings are present, and pyrimidines, they are single ring structure. Okay, in their structure only single benzene ring is present. In case of purines, there are likewise 2 rings are present. So they are known as purines, and cytosine, thymine and uracil, they are known as pyrimidines. And both DNA and RNA, they contain 4 different subunit or 4 different nucleotides, because nucleotides, they are categorized on the basis of presence of nitrogenous base. Okay, if adenine is present, then the nucleotide, it will be known as adenosine, okay, or deoxyadenosine monophosphate. It will be categorized on the basis of whether it is present in DNA and it is present in RNA. So different names are given only. Okay, so basically in both DNA and RNA, there will be 4 different type of nucleotides, okay, on the basis of presence of 4 different these nitrogenous bases. The names are given only. Okay, so another terms come, that is one term is nucleoside and another term is nucleotide. So we all know that what is nucleotide. Nucleotide is the building blocks. Okay, it is the singular unit of a long DNA molecule or long RNA molecule, but its different components, we know that a sugar molecule should be present, a phosphate group should be present, and a nitrogenous base should be present. So it is nucleotide. But what is nucleoside? Nucleoside is basically when base and sugar are only present, then it is known as nucleoside. Okay, you will see the image and you will see the difference between nucleotide and nucleoside. So basically when only this base, nitrogenous base and sugar are present in the structure, then it is known as nucleoside. But when base, nitrogenous base plus sugar plus phosphate group is also present, then it is known as a nucleotide. So these are 2 terms, nucleoside and nucleotide. Nucleoside is when only nitrogenous base and sugar molecule, and when a phosphate group is also added to that structure, it is known as a nucleotide. Okay, so you will see in this image, if this sugar molecule and nitrogenous base, it is only present, then it is known as nucleoside. Okay, but when in this structure a phosphate group is also added, then this structure is known as a nucleotide. Then this is the building block or repeating unit of the DNA molecule. So this is the difference between nucleoside and nucleotide. So for example, if adenine nitrogenous base is present and ribose sugar is present in case of DNA, in case of RNA, then the name will be given adenosine. Okay, likewise if adenine is present with deoxyribose sugar is present in case of DNA, it will be named as deoxyadenosine. Okay, the nucleoside, it will given the name deoxyadenosine. Likewise in case of nucleotide, how we will give the name? If adenine nitrogenous base is present with ribose sugar, means in case of RNA, we are talking about naming in RNA. and phosphate group is present, then it is known as adenosine monophosphate. Mono means a single phosphate group is present. Adenosine monophosphate. Okay, it is the nucleotide name in the RNA, and nucleotide name in DNA. How we will give the name? We know that adenine, this adenine is present as a new base, nitrogenous base. Okay, then deoxyribose sugar is present, then phosphate group is present, then it will be given the name deoxyadenosine monophosphate. Okay, so this is the naming. It is in case of RNA and this is in case of DNA. Okay, and this is the common the structure of a nucleotide. Okay, and this is the common structure of a nucleoside. Okay, so here you can see it is a DNA nucleotide, it is a RNA nucleotide. In case of RNA, only the difference is there, ribose sugar will be present, and in case of DNA, deoxyribose sugar will be present. Another difference is here 4 nitrogenous bases will be adenine, guanine, cytosine and thymine. Here the 4 nitrogenous bases will be adenine, guanine, cytosine and uracil. Okay, so these are the 2 differences which are found in case of the nucleotide structure of DNA and RNA. So the naming will be, the detailed naming will be nucleoside name of DNA. They will be deoxyadenosine if adenine is present, deoxyguanosine if guanine is present, deoxythymidine if thymine is present, and deoxycytidine if cytosine is present. Likewise, nucleotide name deoxyadenosine monophosphate, deoxyguanosine monophosphate, deoxythymidine monophosphate and deoxycytidine monophosphate. Okay, this will be the if adenine is present, if guanine is present, if thymine is present and cytosine is present. So different names are given to the nucleotides as well as to the nucleoside. Likewise, nucleosides name of RNA will be adenosine, guanosine, cytidine and uridine. Okay. Likewise, nucleotide name of RNA will be adenosine monophosphate. Only deoxy will not be there here. Okay, because deoxy is for DNA. Okay, because their sugar is deoxy. Okay, oxygen molecule is missing. So if guanine is present, then guanosine monophosphate. If cytosine will be present, then cytidine monophosphate. If uracil will present, uridine monophosphate. So these are the different names which are given to the nucleosides as well as nucleotides which are present in case of DNA and RNA. So in our next video, we will discuss the structure of DNA and RNA. These were the basic components, the basic molecule which are present in the structure of DNA and RNA. So I hope this is clear to all of you now. Thank you so much.